to make it mine.
Hello and welcome to Wags and Whiskers. We got a kitty cat on the show today. We are live with the Sacramento SPCA with an adorable adoptable pet that is looking for their forever home, and maybe that is you. If so, enjoy this virtual meet and greet. I am seeing a little furry tail walk back and forth. Who is this?
So this is Callie. She's very curious about what's outside this door right now, but very sweet cat. She's 7 years old, so she's about middle age. Do you want to come say hi, Callie? Hey, let me pick you up. Let's go say hi. So don't be so shy. Yeah. Oh, here we go, Miss Callie. Oh, you're such a good girl. Here we come. Oh, here we are, my love. So obviously she doesn't mind being picked up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Angel. How did that happen? She is, excuse me, she really, she loves to be petted. She sometimes, not always on cue, but she actually likes to lick you just like a cat. I mean, like a dog. She gives little kisses, and she
That's
loves her chin scratches. And yeah, and here she is, kind of checking out one of the cat trees here. We're actually in one of the social rooms at our shelter, where the cats come to play with like the volunteers when they bring them out to get a little bit of exercise.
So now, what do we know about Callie's backstory and the family that she came from?
Yeah, so Callie was owned by a lovely woman who adopted her from our shelter actually 6.5 years ago. But she had to have back surgery, and she can't actually bend over to pick Callie up anymore. So it's and we've seen more and more of those where the health of the owner and so she decided that Callie didn't really have a good quality of life, so we're looking for a family that could socialize with her, play with her. And she lived with a couple of kids that are 2 and 4. So she would actually be okay with kids, which is not always true with dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh, go ahead.
oh yeah. So she's pretty active. She likes apparently string toys and a little stuffed mice. Yeah, she likes that. Yeah. And her adoption fee has been sponsored. So she actually has no adoption fee attached to her. It's gratis, as we say. Come on, Bubbles. Yeah, come on.
Oh, she's such a sweetheart. How long has she been there at the Sacramento SPCA?
Not that long. I want to say maybe a couple of weeks. She's been, it's funny, Kaylee and I, we do a lot of virtual tours with elementary schools, and she's been a big hit with elementary school kids because she comes right out and wants to say hi. We think she might be okay. She actually lived with another cat, so she might be okay living with another cat. Hi there. Yes, Miss Callie. Oh gosh. Oh
She's
man.
a big girl.
She's a big girl. I'm just gonna say, Callie, she's so she will be going on a little bit of a weight management. She's a little bit probably could lose about 5 pounds.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, she's just very relaxed in my arms, which is not true with all cats. She literally, yeah, she's just like, okay, I'm yours. I'm just gonna hang out right here for a minute. Good girl, aren't you, Callie? Yeah.
What a love. What a love.
She really is.
I was going to ask you a question about the weight management, because that can tend to be a problem with indoor cats because, they're not getting outside and getting as much exercise. But it is, in many cases, a lot safer for cats to be indoors. How much should you be feeding your cat?
So it really depends on the kind of food. So some foods are super concentrated, and then so you would feed them a lot less. What we usually recommend is, or what we feed or how we feed our cats here is that we give like a little bit of dry food, like maybe, if I were to estimate, I'd say like a half a cup, and then along with some wet food and water, and that's what the adult cats get every day. At home, personally, because we have a cat that's a little bit robust, there is what we call reduced calorie food that you can get. So he's on the reduced diet. But the same thing is that he gets a little bit of kind of like wet food as a treat. And the dry food is really important because that keeps their teeth clean and keeps their oh, hi there, honey. Because cats are notorious for getting dental disease. So you definitely want to keep that hard food in the mix to keep their teeth clean. Yeah.
Now, I was talking to you before we went live about my cat, Nestor, who's been having some real issues with hairballs. I mean, cats have hairballs from time to time year round, but especially the last couple of weeks, it's been a real problem. And he's even had days where he just doesn't even feel like eating because the hairballs are, bothering him. So I got a special brush to get the excess fur off. I think that's helping a little bit. What more can I do beyond that? And is it something he's going to need to be seen by a vet for?
Well, if he stopped eating, maybe, because then you were mentioning he doesn't really like that stuff in a tube. So there are food. I know that Hills, and I want to say Royal Canin has a brand specifically for hairballs, so you might want to try that. And we have a cat, it's kind of funny, that also has some hairball problems. And what we do is we actually grow cat grass in the house in a pot, and that has helped her digestion.
Okay. Well, that's a good tip. He does love to eat grass.
There you go. And it's probably because it feels good for his upset tummy. So that might be something you can, do inside. Yeah.
That's a good tip. Any other tips for cats as we are getting into the warmer weather? Anything that cat owners need to keep in mind, things to watch out for with our cats?
So the other thing about cats is they're famous for not drinking enough water. So, I know that like fountains are really popular, and which is really great because it's free. It's circulating. So one of the things is you want to make sure there's plenty of water for your cat. If they don't drink enough water, what can happen is that later in life they can get kidney failure because they need that water to always flush out the toxins in their system. And that's not good because they can pass away from kidney failure. So so that is a super good point, and especially if your cat is an indoor-outdoor cat, definitely have a source of water outside for them. So that would be the big thing. Make sure they get lots of water.
Well, I see Callie is a little bit of an explorer there.
Oh, she is, but then she's also, so when I picked her up, you didn't see it, she actually licked my face because I wasn't next to the camera. It's like, oh my God, and now she's just like cuddles next to you. You're a cuddle kitty, aren't you? Oh.
Well, maybe you were looking for a cuddle kitty or a cat, a companion. Callie would be an excellent. Look at her. I just can't stop looking at all of the affection she's giving you, Marty.
Yeah, she's really. I was going to say she's a very affectionate cat, and she's not. Even when we open up like what we call her condo where she lives, she isn't standoffish. She's one of those cats that I think is pretty confident and definitely independent because cats are independent, but very affectionate and wants to be with people.
Yeah, she loves people. You can tell. She's a very friendly kitty. Well, if you are looking for a friendly cat, an affectionate cat, you could not do much better than Callie, who right now is looking for her forever home at the Sacramento SPCA. And as you may have heard Marty mention, or maybe you missed it, her adoption fee is waived right now, or it's sponsored. So it's not really waived. It's sponsored by someone else who wants to help Callie find a great home. Maybe you're that great home. Maybe you know somebody who would be a great home for Callie. Pass this video along. And then your next step would be to go to the Sacramento SPCA website to get more information about Callie and setting up an appointment to meet her.
Yeah,
I bet the person that meets her is going to fall in love.
absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say we're open for adoptions every day, so there are appointments available every day.
Oh, Callie. I'd love to come down there and give her a big hug.
I know, let me tell you, she's a big hugger too. Aren't you, my girl? You're a good girl.
Well, here's hoping somebody watching right now is going to adopt her, or they know somebody that's going to adopt her. We're going to find Callie a home.
That sounds great. Yay. Because the older cats stay here a lot. Yeah, they stay here longer than anything else, the older cats. So that would be great.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for sharing Callie with us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Cheryl. Bye-bye.
Bye.